part of that crew and those people, and how you interjected yourself into the creative process was so beautiful to watch, and how everyone around you felt so seen. And honestly, it left the biggest impression. I mean, I thought, man, if I'm ever even remotely lucky enough to be in Hugh Jackman's position in life, these are the lessons you want to get into your DNA as soon as humanly possible.
Thank you, man.
And then who knew that now my stardom would completely eclipse yours?
Yeah.
And,
completely.
Yeah, and you would just be, you know, one of the many grunting stepping stones
So I'm driving down there and I was like, oh, what do you want to do? It was in my head. Kids had their headphones and I was like, what do you want to do? And like, what do you want to do? I went, I want to do Deadpool Wolverine. Sorry, it was Wolverine Deadpool when I was thinking about it. But I just thought I really want to do it, and I pulled over and I rang Ryan. And I said, dude, I don't know where you're at. I know you're shooting. I think you get...
I find that you know, one thing I've learned as I've gotten older in this business is to really, especially in movies that I'm producing and writing, like Deadpool and Wolverine, is that you listen to the movie. And I know you know this with your vast experience as well, but I noticed that in the film that we would change things quite quickly. We would say, okay, let's try this and that.
Yeah.
And particularly the physicality. I was convinced when you were coming at me a few times, like, there is no way this guy's pulling his punch. I will be decapitated by Hugh Jackman, and that will be his fucking cross to bear, not mine.
I do remember you saying, there's a lot of repressed rage in there.
Oh man, it's your id. It's like right there. You know, the gross domestic output of most countries just to download all of these horrible files. And I remember, I was a terrible child. Let me preface it with that. I was about 18 years old, and in the middle of the dinner once, I grabbed the camera and I went in the bathroom and I just took a picture of my penis.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to see if he would naturally edit these photos at some point. Nope.
He sent it out?
Yeah. So I think there's one day, I hope it doesn't happen, but there's a penis picture of mine floating around somewhere.
Well, guess what?
Yeah.
We found it. What do you think this is?
I never...
TVMA doesn't mean...
Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, two names that have become synonymous with playful banter, viral pranks, and one of the most beloved celebrity rivalries of all time. But recently, their friendship took an unexpected turn into the world of internet speculation. A shocking rumor began spreading like wildfire. Ryan Reynolds had been fired by Marvel Studios. Fans were stunned. Could Marvel really let go of the man who brought Deadpool to life? And if the rumor was true, what would this mean for Hugh Jackman's highly anticipated return as Wolverine alongside Reynolds in the next Deadpool film? Social media exploded with debates, conspiracy theories, and frustration. Fans scoured interviews and social media posts for clues, desperate for answers. And then came the moment everyone was waiting for. Hugh Jackman finally addressed the rumors. His response, a mix of humor and disbelief that only added fuel to the fire. But what's the truth behind this wild story? Let's break it all down, from the origins of the rumor to Hugh's viral reaction and everything in between. But before we get to Hugh's response, let's rewind to where it all started. It all began with a single whisper, a vague report claiming that Marvel Studios had reached a breaking point with Ryan Reynolds over creative differences. For many fans, this idea seemed absurd. After all, Ryan is practically synonymous with Deadpool. His portrayal of the wisecracking anti-hero not only revived his career, but also turned Deadpool into one of Marvel's most profitable franchises. But as more articles surfaced online citing anonymous sources, fans couldn't help but wonder if there was any truth to it. The reports claimed that tensions had been brewing behind the scenes over how Deadpool would fit into the family-friendly tone of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. Could Ryan's commitment to maintaining Deadpool's edgy, R-rated humor have clashed with Marvel's vision? The speculation grew louder when fans noticed Marvel's uncharacteristic silence on the matter. Usually quick to address rumors, the studio said nothing, leaving fans to fill in the gaps themselves. And, as always happens in these situations, people turned their attention to Ryan's closest collaborator, Hugh Jackman. And it didn't take long for Hugh to get dragged into the chaos. Marvel Studios is known for its meticulous planning and tight control over announcements. They rarely make sudden decisions or leave room for speculation about their biggest stars. So when rumors about Ryan Reynolds' firing started circulating, many fans expected Marvel to step in and shut them down immediately. But instead, there was silence. A silence that only made things worse. Fans began speculating that Marvel might actually be considering parting ways with Ryan due to creative differences over Deadpool's tone. Would his R-rated humor survive in a PG-13 universe? Could disagreements about script changes or cameo appearances have pushed things too far? The lack of clarity from Marvel left fans grasping at straws, and some even believed that this silence was a strategic move to prepare audiences for a major announcement. Meanwhile, social media was ablaze with debates. Some dismissed the rumors as baseless gossip, while others pointed out that Hollywood is no stranger to abrupt firings and behind-the-scenes drama. But then came a twist no one saw coming. Hugh Jackman became a central figure in this unfolding drama. As Ryan Reynolds' closest collaborator and longtime friend, Hugh Jackman couldn't escape being dragged into this controversy. Fans looked to him for answers, not just because of his friendship with Ryan, but also because of his own ties to Marvel as Wolverine. If Ryan was truly fired, what would that mean for Hugh's much-anticipated return alongside him in Deadpool 3? For years, Hugh and Ryan have delighted fans with their lighthearted feud. A mix of social media roasts, hilarious interviews, and even cameo pranks in each other's projects, their comedic rivalry has become so iconic that any news involving one inevitably pulls in the other. So when rumors about Ryan's firing gained traction, it was only a matter of time before Hugh was asked about it directly. The internet buzzed with anticipation. Would Hugh confirm or deny the rumors? Or would he stay silent like Marvel? Fans analyzed every interaction between the two stars for clues. And then came the moment everyone was waiting for. Hugh finally broke his silence. The speculation reached a fever pitch when a journalist finally asked Hugh Jackman about Ryan Reynolds' rumored firing during a press interview for another project. His response? Equal parts humor and exasperation. That rumor grows bigger every time I hear it. The statement immediately went viral. Fans dissected every word, tone, and facial expression in search of hidden meanings. Was he laughing off a ridiculous rumor or carefully choosing his words to avoid spoiling future announcements? While some took his comment as confirmation that the rumor was false, others insisted it was a calculated response designed to keep people guessing. What made Hugh's reaction so intriguing was how perfectly it fit his dynamic with Ryan, a mix of playful teasing and genuine camaraderie that has kept fans entertained for years. But while Hugh's comment added some clarity, Ryan himself remained completely silent. If anyone expected Ryan Reynolds to address these rumors head-on, they were sorely mistaken. Instead of issuing statements or posting cryptic tweets, Ryan carried on as if nothing had happened, joking on social media, promoting his businesses, and teasing upcoming projects without missing a beat. This behavior spoke volumes. Typically, when an actor is let go from a major franchise like Marvel, there are noticeable changes in how they present themselves online, whether it's frustration-filled posts or sudden shifts in branding strategies. But Ryan showed none of these signs. His silence only reinforced what many fans already suspected. The firing rumor was likely just that, a rumor. But where did these creative tensions even come from? Let's take a closer look. At the heart of this entire controversy were claims about creative tensions between Ryan Reynolds and Marvel Studios regarding Deadpool's future in the MCU. Deadpool is known for pushing boundaries with its R-rated humor and meta-commentary qualities that don't exactly align with Disney's family-friendly brand. Rumors suggested disagreements over script changes, cameo appearances in other MCU films, and whether Deadpool could retain his edge while adapting to a PG-13 environment. While these claims were never verified by credible sources, they added fuel to an already raging fire and gave fans plenty to argue about online. But as time passed without any concrete evidence emerging, when it comes to Hollywood rumors, fans often become amateur detectives, and this situation was no different. As soon as the firing rumor gained traction, online communities began dissecting every piece of content involving Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and Marvel Studios. Interviews were replayed and analyzed frame by frame. Social media posts were scrutinized for hidden meanings. Even the tone of Hugh's casual jokes was overanalyzed in an effort to uncover the truth. Some fans pointed out that Ryan's silence was telling. If he had truly been fired, wouldn't he have addressed it by now? Others argued that Marvel's lack of a statement was suspicious, claiming it could be part of a larger PR strategy to soften the blow of an eventual announcement. Meanwhile, conspiracy theories ran wild, with some suggesting that creative tensions over Deadpool's R-rated humor had escalated into a full-blown fallout between Ryan and Marvel executives. Despite all this speculation, no concrete evidence ever surfaced to support the firing claims. But that didn't stop fans from holding on to hope, or fear, that something big was happening behind the scenes. And then as time went on, the truth finally began to emerge. As weeks passed without any official confirmation or new developments, the firing rumor began to lose steam. Major entertainment outlets like Variety and The Hollywood Reporter never picked up the story, a clear sign that it lacked credibility. Marvel Studios remained silent, but their continued promotion of upcoming projects involving Ryan Reynolds spoke louder than any statement could. Hugh Jackman's humorous dismissal of the rumor also helped put fans at ease. His lighthearted tone suggested that the entire situation was nothing more than internet gossip blown out of proportion. Meanwhile, Ryan's unbothered behavior on social media further reinforced the idea that there was no real drama behind the scenes. For most fans, this was enough to put the matter to rest. The overwhelming consensus became clear: Ryan Reynolds had not been fired, and Deadpool's future in the MCU was still on track. However, some die-hard conspiracy theorists refused to let go, insisting that Marvel might be hiding something. But without any credible evidence to back up these claims, they quickly faded into irrelevance. So what can we learn from this whirlwind of rumors and speculation? Let's wrap it all up. This entire saga serves as a powerful reminder of how quickly misinformation can spread in today's digital age. A single, unverified report was enough to spark a frenzy across social media platforms, with fans and commentators alike jumping to conclusions without waiting for credible sources to weigh in. Social media's role in amplifying these rumors cannot be overstated. Platforms like Twitter and Reddit became echo chambers for speculation, with users feeding off each other's theories and creating an illusion of legitimacy around baseless claims. Even when actors like Hugh Jackman tried to inject humor and reason into the conversation, their words were often twisted or taken out of context to fit pre-existing narratives. For celebrities like Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, this kind of scrutiny is nothing new, but it highlights the challenges of navigating public perception in an era where rumors can go viral in a matter of hours. It also underscores the importance of critical thinking and media literacy among fans who consume this content. But ultimately, what does this mean for Ryan Reynolds' future as Deadpool? Let's bring it all together. At its core, this story is about more than just a celebrity rumor. It's a reflection of how deeply invested fans are in their favorite characters and franchises. The idea that Ryan Reynolds could be fired from his role as Deadpool struck a nerve because it felt unthinkable. After all, Ryan didn't just play Deadpool, he is Deadpool. His humor, charisma, and dedication to the character have made him one of Marvel's most beloved stars. Hugh Jackman's involvement only added another layer of intrigue to the story. As someone who shares a unique bond with Ryan, both on-screen and off-screen, his response carried weight, and his humor ultimately helped put the rumors to rest. For Marvel fans, this episode serves as a reminder to take internet speculation with a grain of salt. While creative tensions are always possible in Hollywood, they rarely escalate into dramatic firings without clear evidence or official announcements. And as far as Deadpool is concerned, fans can rest easy knowing that Ryan Reynolds is still very much part of Marvel's plans, and his next adventure alongside Hugh Jackman promises to be one for the ages. So now we ask you, did you ever believe the rumor, or did you see through it from the start? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on your favorite stars and franchises.